Hi folks, welcome back to Tactics Corner, and a look at Scotland's comfortable, eventually, 3-0 win over Cyprus to kickstart our Euro 2024 qualifying campaign. Germany, here we come. Look, Steve Clarke understands the quality of his disposal better than anybody, and he knows how to get the best out of the mischief makers, triple-lunged thoroughbred runners and clever game breakers in this squad. Lining up in his old favourite 3-4-2-1 formation, checking that's right, yep, he gave his key men free rein to do what they do best, cry havoc and let slip the dogs of war. Against the Cyprus team who lined up in a 5-3-2 for most of the game, Scotland couldn't just rely on passing their way around the narrow, compact shape of their opponents. They had to find a different way. Clarke's men got their pressing game going pretty well early on. This shot shows just how many men they were willing to commit to forcing turnovers high up the pitch. It helps when you've got a really clever wing back like Aaron Hickey, who knows exactly when to pinch up and take a chance. Good players round about him and a pretty solid back three as well. Over on the opposite flank, of course, the trio of Kieran Tierney, Andy Robertson and Stuart Armstrong ran riot for much of the afternoon, swapping starting and finishing positions in any number of combinations. All three were involved in the opener, with KT finding Armstrong again, who's then looking up for a pass down the line to Robertson. It's a move they've clearly worked on. Really nice pass, really nice way to pass, nice run. And it ended, of course, with the irrepressible John McGinn finding the net. McGinn, man, you've got to love him. This little still shot shows how he's pulled a defender out of the back line. That's no mean feat against the team sitting in. Then turned the ball round the corner for Che Adams before driving into the space created. The pair very nearly combined for a goal in this instance. And when you play one up front, you need midfielders who are going to do this kind of clever thing, go beyond the strikers, come short, generally unsettle the defence. Look, Cyprus was certainly dogged. There was a really scrappy spell at the start of the second half when our boys struggled to get the ball forward through that kind of compact block they were playing. Again, though, the midfielders supporting Adams held the answer. Here you see Armstrong dropping deep to receive a pass from Greta Hanley, and he turns his man. Go forward a couple of heartbeats, and there he is. He's driving forward. He eventually sets up Robertson for a chance that the skipper should have buried. Scotland were determined to give Cyprus no respite on the ball. And, the introduction of subs like Lyndon Dykes, Scott McTominay and Ryan Christie add a little extra fizz to the press. Even though Clarke had actually drawn his team's teeth in just a little bit by pulling back into a 3-5-2, they still had that energy about them. The second goal was created initially by Christie just chasing a short pass from a throw-in into the right corner. From there, it's all about quality. A superb cross, a lovely cushioned header from Dykes, and a superb finish by McTominay, who times his run from outside the box to absolute perfection, and that's what made the difference. The third goal was also a product of heads-up play and just refusing to cede so much as an inch. McGinn's free kick to Christie is all the invitation Robbo needs to go barrelling into the box, even deep into injury time. When he pounces on the half clearance, it's funny to see McGinn screaming for the ball, even though he's in no position to demand it. Dykes pins the defenders, but it's really just roll that ball into the golden boy himself, McTominay, for his second of the afternoon. So in conclusion, 3 points, 3 goals and a boost of morale heading into Tuesday night's visit to Spain. They're not a bad side apparently. Look, we know Scott won't have to tweak things a little bit just to prevent the Spanish from passing our boys off the park. In Clarke we trust though, right? Dare we suggest that when Spain come calling we might see something closer to this shape. 9 men behind the ball, being imposed on Scotland for just a few minutes here and there. Anyway, that's all for this week's Tactics Corner. I hope you've enjoyed it. Follow me on Twitter at Johnny the Greek. Keep checking Record Online Sport for top football coverage.